Hey Cowboys Nation, welcome to your ultimate destination, all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analyses, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. The NFL world just got flipped on its head. Yes, you heard that right. Russell Wilson, the former Seattle Seahawks and Denver Broncos quarterback, is officially a Dallas Cowboy. It's one of those moves that makes you stop everything you're doing and just say, whoa, this is not a drill. And it's not some off-season rumor, it's confirmed. Russell Wilson is now wearing the star, and things in Big D will never be the same again. We're talking about a Super Bowl winning QB, a former face of a franchise, now stepping into one of the biggest spotlights in sports. This isn't just a transaction, it's a statement. The Cowboys are done playing nice. They're swinging for the fences. And honestly, it might just be the spark this team needs to finally get over that playoff hump that's haunted them for decades. Let's rewind for a second and think about how wild this is. A couple years ago, nobody could have predicted this. Russell Wilson, despite a shaky run in Denver, still had the aura of a franchise savior. But let's be real, his time in the Mile High City was anything but golden. It was turbulent. Misfired schemes, locker room whispers, and let's not even start with how underwhelming the offense looked most Sundays. People were calling him washed, overrated, saying he lost that magic touch. And yet here comes Dallas with Jerry Jones at the helm saying, "We believe." Say what you want about Jerry, but he's never been afraid of a bold move. This right here, this is classic. Jerry, big, flashy, risky, and if it pays off, legendary. Now, let's talk fit. On paper, Russell Wilson in a Cowboys uniform is electric. You got CeeDee Lamb, one of the league's best route runners, ready to catch bombs. You got Tony Pollard, a dual threat back who can help take pressure off Russ with screens, draws, and check downs. And don't forget about that Dallas O-line, still solid despite a few aging pieces. It's the kind of environment Russell didn't really get in Denver. Stability, talent, and yes, a fan base that will either worship you or roast you alive. And the stage is massive. But if there's one thing Russ has never shied away from, it's the spotlight. Remember Mr. Unlimited? Cringy or not, the dude's got confidence. And you need that in Dallas, where expectations don't just sit high. They hover like a drone over every single snap. Of course, the elephant in the room is Dak Prescott. What happens to him now? Because there's no way a move like this gets made without some major shift in the depth chart or the locker room dynamic. Dak's been the guy for nearly a decade. He's been steady, a true leader, someone who's carried the weight of this franchise on his shoulders, even when the defense crumbled or when coaching decisions made fans pull their hair out. But now, with Russell Wilson stepping in, the message is loud and clear. Good isn't good enough. The Cowboys weren't great. They weren't elite. And even though Dak's had flashes of brilliance, playoff shortcomings have been the thorn in his side. Maybe it's time for a new chapter. Maybe this is the shakeup the locker room didn't even know it needed. Let's not ignore the money factor either. Russell reportedly took a significant pay cut to make this deal happen. Now that's telling. It says he's hungry. It says he's got something to prove. After being written off by half the league, Wilson is betting on himself in one of the most pressure cooker environments in football. You don't take less money unless you see an opportunity to rewrite your story. And Dallas, for all its media frenzy and championship drought, is still a team stacked with potential. This could be a redemption arc for the ages. We've seen veterans go to new teams and have late career resurgences before. Think Brady with the Bucks or Stafford with the Rams. Could Russell be next? That's the million-dollar question, and Cowboys Nation is hoping for a yes. From a leadership standpoint, Russell brings a veteran presence that can't be overstated. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. He's handled adversity, media heat, and high-pressure moments. That locker room, especially the younger guys, can learn a lot from a QB who's seen it all. But there's a fine line between leading and stepping on toes. Russell will need to find that balance, especially if Dak's still on the roster in any capacity. This isn't Seattle, where he grew into the role. It's not Denver, where he was supposed to save the day. This is Dallas. The lights are brighter, the margin for error smaller than ever. But Wilson has the kind of mental toughness that could thrive here, especially if the front office backs him fully and Mike McCarthy adjusts his schemes to fit Russ's mobility and deep ball game. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Let's talk schemes for a second. Mike McCarthy, often criticized for his conservative play calling, will need to reinvent his approach. Russell Wilson thrives when he's on the move, when the play breaks down and he's forced to create. That's not always been McCarthy's style, but if he's smart, he'll adapt. Because trying to fit Russ into a rigid pocket passer mode is a recipe for disaster. You've got to let him cook. Yes, that phrase again. Give him bootlegs. Give him RPOs. Give him the freedom to improvise. Because when Russell's instincts take over, that's when the magic happens. That's when the sideline throws, the spin outs, the backyard football moments come alive. And that's what fans want to see. Not a muted version of Russ, but the full electrifying version that made him a superstar in the first place. This move also shifts the entire NFC landscape. Suddenly, the Cowboys go from a playoff maybe to a legitimate contender. The Eagles? No, they're watching. The Niners, you better believe they're paying attention. And even the Giants. Okay, maybe not the Giants, but the rest of the conference just got a wake-up call. Because love or hate the Cowboys, you can't ignore them now. This isn't just about star power. It's about intentions. Dallas didn't bring in Wilson to sell jerseys. They brought him to win games. Big games. January games. And maybe, just maybe, a game in February. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's still a whole season to be played. And chemistry doesn't happen overnight. Still, the potential? Off the charts. And you know the media circus is only going to get wilder from here. Every press conference, every throw in training camp, every preseason snap. It's all going to be under a microscope. And that's exactly how Jerry Jones likes it. Attention, ratings, headlines. But beneath all the glitz is a team that's dead serious about changing the narrative. They've been the butt of playoff jokes for years. This move? It's a response. A challenge to the league. And Russell Wilson, for all the skepticism, has a chance to flip the script, to go from wash to wow in a matter of months. And for Cowboys fans starving for a championship, that hope might just be worth the risk. So buckle up, folks. The 2025 season just got a whole lot more interesting. Whether this ends in glory or disaster, one thing's for sure. It's going to be entertaining as hell. Russell Wilson is a Dallas Cowboy. Let that sink in. The star has a new QB, and maybe, just maybe, that star is finally ready to shine the brightest it has in nearly 3 decades. Stay tuned because this story is just getting started. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.